With the way Ubisoft chose to roll out the announcement for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, many are worried that stealth is taking a backseat in this next game. With no gameplay of a hood and only soldiers fighting, I can totally see where people are coming from. In this video I want to show you what the assassin possibilities are in Odyssey and that you can indeed dress up like an assassin, maybe even your favorite assassin, and that this all might be even deeper than we saw in Origins. So let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. I have to admit, in my Odyssey play session at E3 2018, I mostly focused on getting the awesome Spartan Helmets, but there was this hood in my inventory that I could wear, and there will be many more in the final game. So yes, we haven't really seen them in action yet though in gameplay, although the trailer did show one sequence where Alexios was throwing the spear of Leonidas in a hood armor set. And we also have the Herald of Dusk gear set that you get with the deluxe edition that also comes with a hood outfit that we know and love from the series. During E3 I got a chance to ask many developers about the game and touched a little bit on the legacy outfits that they were not ready to talk about yet, but what I did learn was that there are no cosmetic only outfits like we saw in Origins. In Odyssey, all the gear pieces you equipped have stats and are cut into different pieces. So if you got Altair's outfit, for example, you would have the hood as a separate helmet piece, then you got the chest as a separate piece as well, etc, etc. And because this is an assassin outfit, you would then get the stealth value as a stat, because that is how it will be in Odyssey. The sort of Spartan, more warrior-like gear enhances your damage for your warrior abilities, while the hood and assassin robes will increase the damage for your assassin abilities. And we saw that with the hood that was already in the game as well. This black hood gives a plus 3% assassin damage and plus 10% adrenaline on assassination kills. And the adrenaline is needed to do these special abilities. I already showcased all the abilities in a recent video, and there you saw that there were a ton of abilities that enhance the stealth gameplay. For example, Rush Assassination, where you throw the spear of Leonidas to a distant target to then kill them up close, and you can chain that as well to multiple enemies. With upgrading the ability, you even increase the amount of enemies you can kill with this ability. With Call to Arms, you summon one of your crewmates to cause a distraction so you can then sneak past them or kill them from behind. You can Vanish with an active ability that stuns the enemy so you can find a safe place. We got Stealth Master, where your noise from movement and assassination will be reduced to make you become an even better assassin. I especially like the Shadow of Nyx that makes you become invisible thanks to the power of the Spear of Leonidas. And of course, this way enemies will not spot you as they walk by. I think this shows you that there are indeed a ton of assassin options if you choose to play that way, and good to note is that you can even upgrade these abilities as well if you want. I already mentioned the Rush Assassination that will let you chain to more people, but other abilities might like increase the duration or increase the damage. Most abilities will have 3 levels, meaning that you can really become a master assassin over anything else. So you can like leave the warrior and ranged abilities be and just focus on making your assassin abilities stronger. You can reset these skills at any time for a price, but because you can now pick and choose, you can now choose to become a full-on assassin, while for example in Origins, you in the end had all the skills without a specific focus. During my interviews, it was also noted that the developers might be looking into a special ability wheel for if you are undetected, so you can easily select your stealth abilities when you are playing stealth, and then switch to your more aggressive abilities when enemies have spotted you and you can't perform any assassination abilities anymore. Again, this is not confirmed to be coming, but it does show you that the developers are indeed looking at giving you as much assassination options as possible. And of course, the sneaking up to enemies and killing them with a brutal move is still in this game. You just don't have the hidden blade though, but you use the Spear of Leonidas for these brutal takedowns, and I do love the look of them. So yes, I like the hidden blade as a weapon for sure, but changing things up for something that still looks cool and has more gameplay options is something I applaud. We even got a critical assassination ability that will let you do even more brutal takedowns than we saw in the previous games. So yes, you can be a stealthy assassin if you want to. I would argue that you got even more ways to do so than in Origins. It's just that Ubisoft did not focus on it in their trailers and promotional footage. They instead focused on what makes this game different, but I think Ubisoft, after seeing all the critiques, will likely focus on some stealth gameplay in the future because it's still present in this game. And we also have to remember that the game isn't even out yet. So while the developers did confirm to me that there is no hidden blades, they were also really secretive about the Spear of Leonidas that you can upgrade to unlock new abilities, hinting that it would be tied to the story. And what if that weapon suddenly turns into a hidden blade? I mean, comparing these sort of icons we see here with a hidden blade, it does show you some similar things. Since Odyssey is set 400 years before Origins, so before the Brotherhood has started, it's not weird that Alexios and Cassandra do not have a hidden blade. But the weapon was already used around the 30 years before the game takes place by Darius to kill King Xerxes I in 465 before the Common Era. Maybe there will be a tie-in somehow, or maybe since you are a mercenary that can do what he or she wants and also kill the innocent if you want, you end up being a Templar after all. I mean, it's kind of hard to judge right now what the ties to the lore of Assassin's Creed will be looking at the footage we got right now. In this video, I just want to show you that there are a ton of assassination options, and I think that we both agree that they are very well fleshed out and deeper than in other games. So I think there's no need to worry, you can still play an assassin with an assassin robe and the hood, we just haven't seen too much of it in the marketing material just yet. There are also these discussions with the animus and how it could be possible to make choices when you relive like the memories from someone, and I totally get that, but to me the choices were a logic step for the series, and seeing how they played out in Odyssey got me really excited about this feature. It would suck if they did not like include choices because it would not match something they thought of years and years ago. But also here again, we have to wait and see how they approach this and how it all makes sense in the end. My feeling right now is that these choices will make Odyssey a way more interesting game and completely different from Origins because of the added layers to the story and gameplay in Agent Grease, and I'm all for that. I really hope they can find a balance between making this a game about a fantasy of you being a mercenary in Agent Grease and still have it make sense inside the Assassin's Creed lore, that everyone that cares more about that part is still satisfied. As I noted in other Assassin's Creed Odyssey videos as well, I have way more deep dives planned into the many new systems from this game, and also want to do another showcase of how the choices impact the gameplay because that part got me really excited. So totally keep an eye out on the channel for that, for everything Odyssey. Drop a like to support the channel, check out my recent video on an awesome weapon I found in my Odyssey demo, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.